Vegan Cyclist, and I'm here to show you around the Ride Bikes Bro Elite Cycling Team headquarters. Right, when we pitch a tent up at the races, what does that look like? What are we offering the guys? What are we offering everyone who comes up to the Ride Bikes Bro tent? We're gonna do it MTV Cribs style, so follow me. So first off, coffee. If you're a cyclist and you don't like coffee, you're not a cyclist. So we've got these custom cups made. Drink the coffee, ride the bikes. It's free coffee for everyone, no matter if you're on the team or not, but we need all of our guys to be caffeinated so they can throw down the watts. Next up is just a jug of water, right? You're about to race, you need water, boom, we got it. It's orange, it's bright. Sometimes we'll throw SIS powder in there, or it's just water, doesn't matter. But we need you hydrated. So before Competitive Cyclist got me dialed in on a proper tool chest, and if you need anything from Competitive Cyclist, you can use code VEGANCYCLE15, 15% off your first purchase, some brands excluded. Anyway, before they hooked me up, I actually stole this little thing from my son's room. He had his Legos in here, and it was all dialed in with like manuals and different types of Legos, but we stole it from him. So now what we have is an amazing little array of all the things that you need. Now originally I had just like a bunch of weird tools in here before Competitive Cyclist got me dialed in. So it was just a mess. You know, like I have an extra cleat, just one for some reason. I've got an extra chain. Who knows? Maybe you need it. I don't know why I have the suspension pump. No road bike dude's got suspension, but it's in there. Anyway, it's a disaster. Second drawer though, tons of gels. We've got the watermelon gel, we've got your double espresso, double caffeine gel. So if the guys need gels, or even doesn't matter, you don't have to be on Ride Bikes Bro to come and get yourself some gels. The third drawer, we have our drink mix. We've got beta fuel in here, a ton of it. 2 flavors, lemon, lime, and orange. Next up, we've got our podium hat. You make the podium, you gotta throw on the hat. It's too small. Miles is the only one that's worn this so far. I have yet to grace the podium. So Miles just wore this in his most recent podium. The other thing we have in here is spare shades. We've got 2 sets of Oakley Cerutos, and we've got 2 sets of 100%s. Actually, in the last race, Miles, he didn't have a good set of glasses. He forgot them, and he used my Oakley Cerutos. So it was good. I mean, and I've got options, right? You want to run pink, you want to run gold, you want to run amber, you want to run white and black? Gotcha. We also have some kinesiology tape. It's not magic, but it does help. And the last drawer is spare tires and spare tubes, because there's nothing worse than getting to a race and your tire's flat or it's bald or something's wrong. So we actually have in the wrapping brand new tires. I even have an extra seat, just in case. Maybe your seat rail breaks and you need a seat. Gotcha. Come on, follow me over here. We've got the bike rack and we've got the bikes. So, you know, our squad is 6 guys strong. So we need a place for all of our bikes to go. Now let's get into the pièce de résistance. What's that word? How do you say that? What is that supposed to mean? Pièce de résistance. You know what I'm talking about? You know when like there's something important, it's like this is the best thing of this.
I've never heard pièce de résistance.
Anyways, we've got our mechanic setup. We've got our mechanic bike stand. We've got our pump. We've got our Park Tool workbench. And then, bro, I want to show you what Competitive Cyclist dialed me in on. Because, man, I'm not a mechanic. There are times where I'll have a hammer and I'm trying to use the edge of the hammer to undo a Phillips head screwdriver. That's how terrible of a mechanic I am, because I don't have tools. But you gotta see this. This thing, man. First of all, on the top, you've got these little, I've got GoPro batteries in here. I've got chargers. I got a spare Wahoo. You need to be Chris Froome? Need to be Chris Froome? Froomey. First of all, the thing's on frickin' wheels, okay? But dude, unlock this guy. And now we have ourselves our whole entire workstation with every single cycling tool that you need. definitely don't know what that is. Maybe a cable cutter? There's a lot of tools in this thing that are for like a proper mechanic. And I don't actually know what a lot of these are. But it's better to have them than to not have them. Every team's gonna have a different setup. But as a team in our second year, we really wanted a booth space that felt inviting. That no matter who you are, doesn't have to be on our team. I mean, obviously our team gets access to the stuff, great. But just giving back to the community and you being out there and it's like, dude, I need a tire, or man, I need this one wrench, or there's no way anyone out here is gonna have a chain breaking tool. So with that being said, like, cause I've been in that situation where I always need something. I forget my computer, I forget my socks, I forget my glasses, whatever it is, or you get to the race and your tire is blown. There's no way you can ride with it. Well, at most races, they're in the middle of nowhere. So not only do we have some of the spare parts, but we also have every single frickin' tool you could possibly want. I mean, this is a pop-up mechanic stand. Now, I'm not a mechanic, so don't let me work on your bike. But if you need to work on your bike, dude, come over to the Ride Bikes Bro pop-up tent. Now, if you need anything for your team tent, or just anything for cycling, you can go to competitivecyclist.com, use code VeganCycle15 for 15% off your first purchase, some brands excluded. Look, we came into the 2020 race season super prepared. Our guys have already hit a few wins. I mean, we were on fire. Now, with things on hold, we're gonna have to wait for the races to come back. And when they do come back, we'll be ready. So let's wait for these races, yeah? Any day. Races will be back. Right? Like May? June? Are we gonna race in the fall?